Antony, one would think that Russia would also want to mitigate the enormous risks surrounding this nuclear plant, but clearly they're not willing to give up any control. What's your view here?
I think what's clear is it is a highly political issue. What we've seen is, as was mentioned in your report, the IAEA have been trying for months to enter the facility. We're now getting closer to that, and I think that should be welcomed. But as we're seeing, this will not be a smooth inspection. The time taken, or the time that is allowed for the inspectors in the plant is absolutely crucial. Clearly, the longer time there is, the more opportunities there are to investigate and reassure themselves of the current situation.
Yeah, but isn't Russia afraid of the risk? Don't they also have a stake in allowing the IAEA full access to this site, if only to keep it safe?
I think everyone has an interest in ensuring that it's safe, but it is part of a political game in some ways, a political tool that is underway to increase the threat, increase the profile, and highlight the risks that exist from this nuclear power plant. I mean, we must remember that Ukraine was the site of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the accident there in 1986. So the people of Ukraine are very much aware of the implications of a wide-scale nuclear accident. So it is part of the general tactic to increase pressure and risk and fear in some ways on society as a whole.
Got it. Earlier this week, we saw pictures taken from above of what appeared to be holes in the roof of a building at the nuclear facility, right next to the building that houses at least one of the reactors. How much does that worry you?
I mean, it's incredibly worrying. I mean, when we're seeing shelling of the nuclear power plant, I mean, according to the IAEA, over the last week or so, there's been 5 incidents of shelling at the power plant. They reported that one occurred within 100 meters of one of the reactor buildings. Now, these reactor buildings have got secondary containments. They have got concrete shells around them to protect them from external events. But not all parts of the facility do. And this is one thing that the IAEA will be looking at, is the safety of the external electricity connections, because even if the power plants are closed, they need to be cooled. Therefore, you need an external power source. So these are not protected by these secondary containment systems. So there are different areas of vulnerability within the power plant. So any shelling of the facility is extraordinarily dangerous.
All right, Antony Froggatt, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.